Can your village, church or community hall inspire others around the country? If it can, you could receive £2,500. Hello everyone, I'm Johnny Thompson and welcome to the Village Halls podcast sponsored by Allied Westminster, the UK's largest specialist provider of village hall insurance and the home of Village Guard. So last year, thanks to our friends at Allied Westminster, 5 village halls across the country were rewarded with £1,000 each for contributing to their communities. And the good news is we're doing something similar again this year. However, we've made a few changes to keep things a little more simple and to offer bigger prizes. To help quickly explain what we're going to be doing this year and why we're doing it, I'm joined by Gavin Mitchell, MD of our headline sponsors, Allied Westminster. Hi, Gavin. Always great to have you on the show.
Hi, Johnny. It's great to speak to you again. How are you doing?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
Very well, thanks. Very well.
Been up to anything interesting recently?
Oh, I've been working hard, but I've spent a lot of time in the far northwest of Scotland, both work and pleasure, and quite remarkable. It's been so dry. In all the years I've been travelling in the northwest of Scotland, I have never, ever seen it so dry. Incredible. All the rivers were empty, the lochs were low, and amazingly, I think, although it's been great in England, the weather, I understand that it's been even drier in the northwest of Scotland. But, the past few days has put paid to that, Johnny. The normal weather is back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been an odd year. It was very cold for a long, long time, and then all of a sudden it's just gone back to being very, very, very hot. Just shows you've got to be careful what you complain about. There was a time not so long ago we used to say, I don't know what happened to all the seasons.
Yeah.
Now certainly summer's back with a vengeance.
Indeed. I think the big concern in places like not just northwest Scotland, but particularly this year in northwest Scotland was, of course most of the Highlands, was the danger of wildfires because the ground was tinder dry.
Yeah.
And of course, that's very dangerous for rural communities, let alone the environmental impact.
Absolutely. And I guess a lot of the halls there are probably made from wood and timber construction as well.
Pretty solid stone-built halls, most of the Highland halls and the northern Scottish halls. But, it's amazing how much damage a wildfire can do. And, of course, invariably rural fire stations are going to be far away from where the fire engines are needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, I think we're past the danger at the moment for now.
Good. Now, Gavin, I mentioned we ran an awards programme last year covering all kinds of categories, such as young people, innovation, unsung heroes, and so on. But this year, we've decided to make things a little more easy, shall we say, for everyone out there, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right, Johnny. It's going to be a lot simpler. We're offering 3 awards this year rather than 5, and it's all based in one very broad category for everyone to enter. This way, we can offer slightly better prizes and a level playing field for all.
Yeah, and then what are we going to be calling this year's awards, Gavin?
Well, inspirationally, Johnny, we're going to call them the Village Hall's Inspirations Award.
And where did the inspiration for that come from?
I think doing what it says in the tin, Johnny, is something we've learned a lot by working with Village Halls over the years, and certainly over all the times you've been doing these podcasts. You can see where I'm coming from. Yeah.
And before we get into it, I just want to say thanks again, for your generosity here. There will be, I understand, 3 amounts of funding up for grabs this time. Third place award winner is going to receive £1,000. Second place receiving £1,500, and top award £2,500, which is just absolutely fantastic. So thanks, Allied Westminster, for putting such a great prize fund forward this year. But Gavin, explain some of the thinking behind this one category and this inspirational stuff this year. What exactly is it that the judges will be looking for?
Well, the whole idea of the inspirational the Inspiration Awards approach is, I suppose, by us trying not to be too prescriptive, by basically having a clean sheet and just open ears, open eyes to what's going out there. I mean, one of the things, again, that we've spoken about this before, as you know, we have many thousands of village halls as customers, the length and breadth of the country. In fact, just the other day, somebody told me that by road from one of our most southern village halls to our most northern is over 900 miles. And that includes ferries, of course, but by road it's over 900 miles.
Wow.
But the thing is, leaving aside geographical diversity, of course, village halls are large and small, and their mission for working with their local communities or working on behalf of the local communities and for the local communities, there's a lot of variety, there's a lot of diversity. But that being said, there's a huge amount of common ground in terms of everything from governance to fundraising and so on and so forth. So we're looking for anything any village, church or community hall is doing or is involved in that might inspire other halls to do something similar. So it could be a local project, or it could be an activity, or just a story they can tell that will, and this is crucial, that will help other halls do great work for their communities. Because sustainability, community engagement, and the importance of the village hall within the community and keeping that vibrant, alive, growing, sustainable, that's crucial. So the Inspiration Award, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, so basically we're looking for anyone connected with a hall in some way to tell us about anything that others could kind of either replicate or others could learn from, or just it's all in
inspired by.
Inspired by. And the other thing I like about this idea, Gavin, when I look back on what we've done with the podcast, it very much fits in with all of that.
Yes.
I've spoken to so many people from village halls and that whole diversity thing that you mentioned, in terms of the different sizes of hall, different geographical locations. But the one thing they have in common is they're always full of ideas, they're always full of activity. Yes. And it's great when you pick up on an idea from a guest that's been on the show. And then you hear that other halls have listened in and they've taken, a part of or an essence of that idea. Like, I don't know, something like a photo exhibition or a storytelling event or anything. And for me, it's always great to hear about that. So, anything that we can discover and uncover as part of this awards that would help to inspire other halls, I think would be fantastic.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously in the past, Johnny, we did the photograph competitions and they were great fun and they were good and entertaining and so forth. But I think certainly with all the podcasts that you've been doing and we've been very, very happily sponsoring, so many good stories are coming out, so many good stories. And it's for village halls, by village halls, to village halls. This is what it's all about. I mean, it's very nice doing a photo competition, and I'm sure the prize money was well received by the village halls, but it's more than just the money, it's the information, it's the ideas, it's the inspiration, and hence the Inspirations Award.
Yeah, and we're always blown away, aren't we, by so many of the things that we discover through this. It's tremendous.
Weird and wonderful, yes.
Yeah.
So, Johnny, answer me this. What's happening next? When are people going to hear about this?
Okay. Well, our plan is to open up the entries from the 31st of July. And this gives us a little bit of time, to get the website ready and so on. There'll be more information on the website at thevillagehallspodcast.com from the end of next month. And I'm saying that in June. If that doesn't quite make its way out until the beginning of July, so they just get the dates right there. By the end of July, there'll definitely be stuff on our website where people can put in an online entry form and discover more about the awards themselves and what we're looking for. After that, you'll then have until the 17th of November this year to get your entry in. This will allow everybody enough time to consider and to think about their entries, but also will allow our judges just enough time to make 3 halls very happy for Christmas. And I can't believe I'm mentioning Christmas in June, Gavin.
So what you've basically said, Johnny, having just passed the longest day, you've got until about the shortest day to get your entries in.
Oh, I like it. You've outdone me on the segue front. Definitely. Well done, mate. Round of applause.
Oh, well. The time travels fast, so, think on it.
Tremendous. No, thanks very much, Gavin. And in essence, that's it. That is the Village Halls Inspiration Awards for 2023. It's your chance out there to win either £2.5, £1.5, or £1,000 for your village, church, or community hall, thanks to our friends at Allied Westminster. Gavin, thanks once again, first of all, for coming on, and thanks for your continued generosity around Britain's fantastic network of village halls and the communities that they support, of course.
Thanks very much, Johnny. It's been great, and look forward to watching the competition unfold with you.
I'll be back with an update for everybody in July, including about 1 or 2 people we'll be involving in the judging process as well. So keep your ears peeled for that one. In the meantime, thanks again to our headline sponsor and specialist insurance provider, Allied Westminster, for making our podcast possible, and whose services you can discover more about at villageguard.com, and to online booking system provider, Hallmaster, who also sponsor our podcast and can be found at hallmaster.co.uk. You've been listening to the Village Halls podcast, a unique listening community for Britain's village, church and community halls, and anyone interested in the vital community services they provide. Please visit thevillagehallspodcast.com to subscribe, sign up for updates, link through to our social media pages, and to find out more. And until the next time, goodbye for now.